Your child has gotten into trouble. You may be angry or upset or scared and confused. And now, your child is on probation. You will play a major part in their success on probation.
One of the reasons that I chose to work with young people is hope. They have their whole lives ahead of them. And if a young person makes a mistake, one or two mistakes, that does not mean it's the end of the world.
Each family has a strength. Sometimes it's harder to find, but every family has a strength and build on those strengths.
When there is a parent involved in a young person's life who is on probation, that young person has a greater possibility of a positive outcome.
Help me to help you to reach your goal. And I know sometimes the kids' charges prevents them from going as far as they want to go in life, but my job as a probation officer is to help them find alternatives. It's not just to get them through to the adult system. It's try to prevent them from ever getting into the judicial system.
Joseph started about probably 5 years ago getting into some trouble of taking things from friends and lying and saying that they had given it to him, or he had gone out and went into the field and dumped about $3,000 worth of diesel into the ground because he was mad at the gentleman that was clearing the field because they had destroyed his clubhouse, and then he cut up my bathroom with a butcher knife.
Dad started yelling at me, so I got mad at him, threw a chair at him.
Joseph found out at 12 by his cousin that he was adopted by my husband, and that's when a lot of the anger started.
I used it against him and started causing problems. Every time I'd get grounded or something, I'd use it against him. That wasn't my real dad because I found my adoption papers.
With being on probation, he did get to see counselors at Life Management, and they actually sent a lady from Tallahassee into the home, and she started once a week. Each week she would counsel not just Joseph. If the whole family was not there, she would not come at all. So her name was Sharon, and if Joseph was not doing what he was supposed to be doing, she really would get upset with him and, just redirect him, and she gave the family ideas on how to deal with him acting out or him not listening or not taking his medicine or doing his schoolwork. So she gave us strengths on how to adjust our family to help him and understand him better of what was going wrong with him, not only physically but mentally too.
When my therapy lady came, she helped us. She taught me how to calm my nerves before I reacted, taught me that I need to do my work in school and do my community hours and stuff. And she helped me and my dad become closer instead of enemies.
Clint is awesome. He helped us from day one. He was always involved with everything that needed to go on. If, he set his probation time, what he had to do, and Clint, always followed up on it. He's very kind, very helpful to every member of my family.
Dad got a call from Clint and said that my probation parole thing was going to be dropped. Like I wouldn't have anything on my record.
Don't always feel that it's your fault, because it's not, and don't be ashamed to have to ask for help from other people, because there are limits, and you may think, oh, I'm Superman, but you're not. When you're at your limit, you need other help from other people, because then you get so wore out you don't know what to do, and then you take it out on your family members.
He was doing drugs, alcohol, numerous drugs. Alcohol, he would sneak out of the windows at night. He would wait till I go to bed at night and sneak out the front door.
Josh is a very likable young man, and it tore his mother apart, and being part of his family and being there with my child, it was hard.
And it got so bad to the point where we would have to sleep with padlocks on our doors.
Honestly, I think I wouldn't have been in trouble if I would have actually listened to what people were trying to tell me at the time, that I should have been doing better and stuff like that. I thought they were just trying to get me to do what they wanted me to do and not what I needed to do.
Josh was very strong-minded, so he broke probation quite a bit, and that's why he got locked up the first time, second time, and then the third time.
When you're on probation, and we've been through this, you know, it's steadily, you got to stay up on your P's and Q's, because once you violate, then you know you're kind of you're back in trouble again. Well,
I knew at any time that I could call the probation officer, and she was always a support to the family, and the court system. I could always call on someone in the court system or someone that was in law enforcement that knew that the law's better than I did, that they can help.
I don't think we could have got a better probation officer.
You've always got a source of support in any community. You just got to know where to find it, and once you get that connection, keep it. It's very important, because you will always need somebody to talk to.
Just hang in there and you know, try to help them stay straight. Do whatever it takes to do, because that's your child, and once you lose him, he's gone.
Call somebody for help. I did. I had to, numerous times. Always be with your child. Always be open with your child. If they need to talk, sit down and talk to them, because if you don't, you're going to lose them.
Dejan is normally a well-rounded child. He hadn't gotten into too much trouble. That's why this incident was really a shock to me.
I went home and told her I gave this guy stuff, everything that happened, so she was ready for it.
He felt as though he was kind of pressured to do it, but my thing was, you have to be held accountable, because even though someone may give you peer pressure, it's your decision and your actions.
I basically paid everything, paid her for her time that she had to miss for court, paid to drive me around town, find a way back and forth, everything I had to do on my own, because I had to learn to accept responsibility. For the court cost, you have to pay for your court costs. If that means getting out doing odd jobs, that means collecting cans. I didn't care what he had to do in order to go and earn that money, but he had to pay for his court cost. He had to pay for his supervision fee. Well, I've changed tremendously since I've gotten in trouble. Like my mom would tell you, I accept responsibility. I do not get in trouble anymore. I do more around the house. I keep my stuff done, making straight A's, no problems. My JPO is Robin, and she has been awesome. Anytime I need her, she's always there. She checks on my child. She knows him because we're an open book. I just think in the realization of what the world really is, you can get in trouble and the consequences that they have. So if you have that tug in your heart and you know what your child is missing, fix it now. Talk to them now. Share with them now. Let them know that you made mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, but you have to correct the mistake.
Sometimes parents may feel overwhelmed by having their child on probation. They have another person in their child's corner. Because as a probation officer, we're always in the child's corner and also the family's corner.
My experience with the juvenile justice system is very positive. The employees are very committed to the lives of young people, to helping them rebound from mistakes. They know what they're doing. And my suggestion for families and for young people is to take advantage of the resources they provide, to listen to them, because these are professionals who are not only very knowledgeable, but they care about you and your family.